Live breaking news, Nez Nation, a new development in the firefighters of New York incident where they booed New York Attorney General Letitia Big Shame James, that's what I call her because she's a giant shame and a giant sham, at a ceremony at a church. It was a promotional ceremony. There is a new judge who recently ordered FDNY Commissioner Laura Kavanaugh. We talked about her too, as she was booed at that St. Patrick's Day parade. He is claiming some new egregious condemnations towards the firefighters who had every right, according to every attorney, according to every legal expert, they had every right. They were off duty. It was not a ceremony that was official duty. They had every right to exercise their First Amendment right they're firefighters, for crying out loud. He is claiming, this New York judge, Galapagos, I'll show you in just a second, he is claiming that this is indicative of race, not politics. I have a lot to say about this. So let me just let's do a little quick recap. If you happen to just be like, what in the world are you talking about, Nez? Here is the video real quick of Letitia Big Shame James, the Attorney General, who went after Donald Trump.
Oh, come on. We're in a house of God. First, simmer down. I want to thank Commissioner Kavanaugh and Chief Hodgins for that recognition.
More context for this and why those firefighters, those awesome firefighters who risk their life, they jeopardize, sacrifice their life for us so we can get the help that we need. God forbid any of us need them. This ceremony happened literally moments after Letitia James, the AG, fined and went after Trump the $450 million over, again, zero grounds, zero crime, zero victim. He paid all the banks back. The banks actually came to his defense during the trial. Judge Gargamel dismissed all sorts of evidence and testimony that would have corroborated this. And the firefighters of New York, the FDNY, were expressing their dismay. They were expressing their God-given American freedom, their First Amendment right to protest. And so they're chanting Trump, Trump. They're booing Letitia Big Shame James because they know, just like all of us who have any logic and practicality know, she was in the wrong, that this is a complete witch hunt. But watch what this judge says. So Brooklyn Federal Court Judge Nicholas Garafas, I don't know how you say that, reportedly cited the incident involving members of the New York City Fire Department booing State AG General Letitia James and chanting in favor of former Trump last month, and suggesting that a racist culture persists at FDNY. Yeah, it gets worse. Garafas recently ordered FDNY Commissioner Laura Kavanaugh, which I've done videos on her. She's really the one. Remember Laura Kavanaugh? She's the one that said, we're going to hunt you down. We're going to hunt you down if you don't come forward, like some Gestapo, fascistic, totalitarian government, aka or Allah, via 1939. And the city's corporation counsel, Sylvia Hins Radix, to appear before him at a status conference scheduled to discuss the settlement in the, get this guys, Vulcan Society of Black Fighters' case against the FDNY in May, the New York Daily News reported. Okay, hold up. Am I the only one who's troubled by that? That's what you name your society? The Vulcan Society of Black Firefighters? I have a real quick question for you. Do you think any of this crap, any of this division would be present or was present before Obama? I truly am starting to believe that this guy is literally the apex, the catalyst for the downfall of America, or at least the beginning of it. I can't believe this. At the last status conference in March 14th, Vulcan Society President Regina Wilson complained to Garofis about the incident in March 8th. So this happened in March 8th. Some members of the FDNY booed James and chanted Trump, Trump, Trump as the Attorney General took the stage during a promotion ceremony at the Christian Cultural Center in Brooklyn. So they complained. God knows why. The Vulcan Society, probably at the behest of Letitia James. I'm certain it has a lot to do with Letitia James. It has to. Listen to what she says here. This is Regina Wilson. She is the president of this Vulcan Society. Sounds like a demonic cult or something. I don't know if you had an opportunity to just see the vile nature of these members, even when we were at the Christian Cultural Center, where they started booing and saying Trump, 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 while Letitia James was at the podium, Wilson said, referencing the incident that sparked this whole thing and sparked it, Kavanaugh to apologize and say, we're going to hunt you down. This behavior is who this department is. Oh, well, what does that mean? I mean, this behavior is who this department is. They see an injustice and they have a right to exercise their First Amendment. Yeah, that's called America, Miss Wilson. Not all of them, but what a tattletaling, sniveling weasel. I mean, there's so many problems facing New York City. You're going to complain like a little tattletale weasel, sniveling, snotty, entitled brat? You're going to tattletale. Oh, I'm going to go tell on you. I'm going to go tell the federal judge of New York. I don't like. Oh my God, there's so many problems facing New York City. This is what you exercise and expend your energy on? Shame on you, Regina Wilson, and shame on you, Vulcan Society. You should be disbanded, disbarred, and completely dismantled. Not all of them, but a large portion of them. So when black people go to work and have to deal with this, and you don't get any help or support from the department, it's horrific. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Playing the good old victim race card. When's it going to end, Nez Nation? Let me know in the comments. When is it going to end? When are we going to stop? They want reparations. They want DEI, which stands for didn't earn it. They want, to get rid of anybody who's white from any position of power. They think that white people are the devil. They expect white people to kiss their ass. They want everything based on skin tone, nothing based on merit. When is it going to end, Nez Nation? Let me know in the comments. Here is Judge Nicholas Garofis. He is the judge who responded to Regina Wilson with this. Brace yourself. You're not going to like this, Nez Nation. Garofis responds, get the EEO, the Equal Employment Opportunity Office, straightened out. God, that sounds like an absolute bureaucratic nightmare that should probably be taking precious funds away from actually people who deserve it. Take some of your brilliant lawyers from the Corporation Council and get them in there and start holding hearings. Whoa! Easy, mein Führer. Start holding hearings. That's not a request. That's a direction. Holy mackerel. This was broken by the New York Daily News. I've lived in New York City all my life. I know what the problem is. Oh, do you, Judge Garofalo, whatever the hell your name is? And believe me, front and center is what happened the other day. This doesn't have to do with politics. This has to do with race. New York City, you're an absolute disgrace. That's what you are. So here's Kavanaugh, and, the judge even added this about Kavanaugh. You guys know the FDNY commissioner. I talked about her, and she's the one who said, we're going to go hunt you down. Judge Galapagos here also added this. You have 900 lawyers sitting doing other things. Put them all on detail. They already work for you. 180 days is not acceptable. And I want the commissioner here at the next meeting. Yes, mein Führer. Anything for you. I don't know what she's doing, but she's not working on this, and she's a former judge. Maybe because there's more pressing issues happening in New York, you out of touch, complete racist, discriminatory, subhuman, submental, God knows how you got your position, Judge Galapagos. Then they wonder why their city is complete ruin. Then they wonder why There's crime at alarming rates. The governor has to actually issue the National Guard to guard the subways because you can't ride the subway in New York City without fear of stabbing, punched, robbed, or worse. And if we're not careful, Nez Nation, I mean this, mark my words, bookmark this. If we're not careful, all of these people, Letitia Big Shame James, Governor Useless Hochul, Eric Clueless Adams, and DA Alvin, I don't do a damn thing about anybody or anything brag. These guys are all Obama Clinton plants. That's what they are. They're Pelosi, Schumer, Obama. I mean, Biden's gone. Tombstone Biden doesn't know what's going on. Kamala's probably has a lot to do with this. You remember she met with Fannie G. Willis before the indictment, before her disqualification hearing. She went and got tips from the maestro. They're going to turn America into this. Gestapo, fascist, totalitarian, authoritarian dictatorship. That's what they're going to turn this into. They're going to go after anybody who disagrees with them, like a banana republic, like what they're doing to Trump. They're going to go after politicians. They're going to engage in impeachments, political witch hunts, arrests. It's just going to snowball and get worse and worse. These firefighters were exercising their first right, Judge Galapagos. They were exercising their First Amendment right. You're a federal judge of New York. You should know better. I want them accounted for. This has nothing to do with politics. It has everything to do with race. This has absolutely nothing to do with race. If Letitia Big Shame James were purple, we would still boo her. We would still chant Trump, Trump, Trump. If she was yellow, we would still boo her. If she was turquoise, we would still boo her. If she was, yes, even if she was white. We can't stand FDNY Commissioner Kavanaugh. Is that race? She actually said she's going to go hunt these guys down. Is that race? Saying that, admonishing her? I mean, this is complete collusion. This is orchestrated. This is strategic. It's all happening during the most consequential election year of our lives. There is a strategy to this. This is all strategy. We need to put this to a stop. Videos and the mainstream media, they won't talk about this story. You think mainstream media is going to talk about this story? This is why you need to share this with as many people as you know. You need to tap that thumbs up. We need to spread the word. We need to get it out there that enough is enough. These Gestapo, I want them all here. I want them, we should hold here. I mean, listen to the language. We should hold hearings? These guys putting their life on the line, risking life and death for us so we can feel safe. God forbid something happens. We get caught in a situation where we need them. These are the heroes of New York. And you want to hold hearings? You want to put their feet to the fire? No pun intended. You should be ashamed of yourself, Judge Galapagos. You should be ashamed of yourself, Letitia Big Shame James. You should be ashamed of yourself, Commissioner Kavanaugh. And Regina Wilson? Holy macadamia nut. I mean, you should be fired, terminated, dismantled, disbanded, disbarred. You don't belong anywhere near any society that has any power over any jurisdiction in New York City or any other city in America. If you hate America so much, bye, see you later. I hear Sudan's beautiful this time of year. You're going to go after, you tattletale, you sneveling weasel on these poor firefighters who literally has nothing to do with race. They're literally just exercising their First Amendment right. They're pissed off because this is literally election interference, and you're going to go tattletale? They're chanting and they're booing because, much like the rest of the logical, practically minded American public that still has brain cells left, we see the exact same thing that they see: a complete miscarriage of justice, a complete political witch hunt. You should be ashamed of yourself, Regina Wilson. I want to throw this off to you, Nez Nation. Am I nuts? Am I crazy? Am I going too far? Am I overreacting? Let me know in the comments. Give me a big capital Y if you think I'm overreacting. Give me a big capital N if you don't think I'm overreacting. And let me know why you think either or. As always, members and super chats and super things get first priority on comments. There's just too many comments to respond to. So consider becoming a member. It only costs you a cup of coffee to support freedom, support our country, everything that the mainstream media won't talk about. In the pinned comment is your free, this is free, by the way. In the pinned comment is our Nez Nation Insider newsletter. This is our newsletter where you get all the latest breaking updates, new videos, live streams, interviews, breaking news right to your inbox, everything that mainstream media doesn't talk about, and it's absolutely free. Become a Nez Nation Insider. It's in the pinned comment. You just click on the link, click on free newsletter, give us your best email, bada boom, bada bing, you're in. And check your spam folder too, because sometimes those emails might go there initially because we're brand new to you if you haven't signed up yet. Check out these videos I just posted very recently. You're going to love these videos right here, I promise you. As always, God bless you, Nez Nation, and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.